Welcome. Today we are going to see about physical science through ICT. Introduction. ICT equips audio-visual teaching methods which boost learners' knowledge, retention and interest levels. But ICT in education system is not limited to research-based teaching. Educators can also create interactive on-screen and off-screen tasks using ICT. Definition. According to the UNESCO, ICT is defined as a technology used for creating, displaying, storing, manipulating and exchanging information. The meaning, ICT means information and communication technology, refers to the combination of manufacturing and services industries that capture, transmit and display data and information electronically. ICT, some basic fact about ICT. ICT in general consists of computer, hardware, software, networks, learning management system, that is email, internet, telephone, television, radio and so on. So in 1960 and 70, schools and universities used ICT in the way of television, radio, overhead projectors for teaching. In 1980s and 90s, ICT used in the education is rapidly growth. Then ICT included not only learning resources but also tools to facilitate interaction and collaboration. ICT through physical science meaning is that information and communication technologies is integrated into the physics education due to its ability to simplify the abstract concept and create interest and improve learning outcomes for the learners. Then ICT tools. These tools that is projectors, computers, speakers, overhead projectors and so on for a help to supporting the teacher to teach the students. Then laptop computers. So laptop computers is a science teaching space received more attention from laptop. So students can able to note their classroom notes through the laptop or computer. So this computer can be wirelessly connected to the network access and full facilities that is provided in the classroom. It is very useful. And the computer or laptop which is stored in the classroom can able to move in the same floor with the help of trolley, and it is in a flexible one for science teachers and the people who are studying science. And one more drawback is that is it is computer or laptop is an expensive one. Then spreadsheet, it is a tool to make calculation, physics or chemistry calculation. We can able to calculate the calculation through this spreadsheet. Then database is a journal, preprint articles, then published articles, conference proceedings, technical reports and publication. Graph are used in the course, line graphs, pie graphs and bar graphs. So here in this picture I mentioned the distance time graph. So it will easily we can understand that the green color is fast steady speed and the blue is steady speed and acceleration, deceleration, that is in the red color line. So these are the curves. The green line shows fast, the blue line shows journey with the stop and return, the red line shows journey starting 2 seconds later. So these are details we can collect through database. And word processor. So word processor is a software device used to allow you to create, print or edit, write text, and we can able to store it in electronically. Then graphic software, it is one more useful tool for physical science through ICT. We can create render images, illustrations through this graphic software. Here I will include an image that is 3D dimension image, that is wavelength, the electric field, magnetic field, traveling distance, that are all mentioned here, but the picture is in the 3D channel. So computer graphics also are essential to scientific visualization, discipline that use image color to model complex phenomena such as air, current and electric field and so on. Then these are the tools, that is apps, Photoshop, Illustrator and InDesign. We can able to create our own design or model for physical science in a 3D dimension or any other ICT uses through physical science. Then 3-dimensional visualization, it is in a 3-dimensional one which is used to show the 3-dimensional space, that is for a crystal We use sodium chloride, that is in a three-dimensional space. That area we can use in science teaching. So here it is able to use to show the three-dimensional images to our students. They will easily understand through the ICT. Then molecular modeling and chemical structure drawing packages. It's we know it's in drawing of structure. We can able to draw the structure through the ICT by using ACD, that is Chem Sketch Freeware drawing package. We can able to draw chemical structures, organometallics, polymers, and structures where we want. We can use these packages. And data projectors. So nowadays a normal classroom will include this data projectors without using this text or images textbook. We can able to use a visualization, multimedia visualization through these data projectors. So students can get interest, and the learning will be actively for students, and it will be typically used in the group viewing for presentation in the conference call and in the education field also. Then the biggest impact of this is the LCD projector that is connected in the ceiling via appropriate sockets near some of permanent screen. So there we projectors, LCD projectors want a permanent screen, but that is not available in some science areas. So that is one major drawback. Then use of video with the projector system projection. We can use able to use the video with the projection, that is LCD projector can readily be switched to video mode. We can able to switch into the video mode, and video resources are also included here, and we can able to increase the image size and decrease the sizes also. And some schools have used VCR, that is a video cascade recorder device. That wire is connected to the projector, that reduces barriers. And multimedia presentation, single permanently fixed viewing system can also be sophisticated. Then camera with projection. So in the projector we use camera, video input, that is we know webcams like that, video cameras, camera recorders, digital cameras. These applications also used in the science corner. Then screens and ordinary whiteboards. Ordinarily we can use whiteboards, that is an alternative way of LCD projectors. So there is a simplest way and method of ordinary screen or whiteboard, which is already placed when the projector is installed. So it is a low cost and effective, and it is a trouble free one for a major one. And it is a screen is that image can be annoyed using ordinary whiteboard pens. Using pens we can able to write calculations or drawing images that can easily be rubbed, and we can use it next more the time without trouble. Then reality of ICT use in the school physical science lab. So the major use of ICT in the very useful part of the subject, science subject, is a physical science lab. So how the uses of let we can see. Practicum activities can be done in various ways, such as the utilization of information communication technology is supported by the use of computer as an ICT device. For example, virtual lab experiment. So it is a major one. Although the virtual lab is not a real activity, students can do a practicum like a real practicum. So students can do a practicum like a real one, but it's not real, but they can do the practicum in a like a real one. That is a virtual laboratory that can be used by through ICT based learning process. And it is one of the alternative solution of the learning with practice method. So there is 6 good virtual science lab apps for students. That is 6 apps here I mentioned. So through these apps we can able to apply the virtual lab here. And the benefits of virtual laboratory. The first one is reducing the time constant. So the teacher will teach until the students, all the learners understand. And here there is no time consuming. The learner will learn according to own their paces and their individually. And reducing geographic barriers, that is distance. So when we going to a school, then only we can do practical. For a lab we will going to school, but here there is no for location. We cannot needed any school or laboratory. We use through ICT for virtual lab. That being economical. In this laboratory building, we want in the ordinarily we have required laboratory building tools, materials, etc., and laboratories resources also. But here there is no such things. It is economically low in our budget. Then improving the quality of the experiment. So if we want to do an experiment repeatedly for clarification of doubts, there is no more time in this ordinary usual laboratory, but in this virtual laboratory we can able to do the practical 2 or 3 or 4 times. We can able to clarify our doubt through this, and increasing the effectiveness of learning. That is, the learner can spend more time through this ICT virtual laboratory. They will predict more and more through this use of ICT, and improving safety and security. It is the most one of using virtual lab. So for students, they know, they will surely know the precaution. But if they are not know the precautions, or if they are doing a wrong thing in the normal laboratory, it will cause an injury for the students. So here there is no fear of that. Improving the safety and security in this virtual laboratory. And the uses of physical science through ICT is, the first one is Chem Sketch. We already we see the Chem Sketch is an drawings, structure drawing package. We can able to draw structures and equation, and draw chemical structures in MS Word also. Then illustrate the periodic properties of elements using interactive periodic tables. Then use virtual chemistry labs, and using whiteboard for effective teaching. Using different types of projection for presentation. 3-dimensional images can be done by software graphics also. Then conclusion. The impact of information and communication technology ICT has increasingly been recognized in almost all sectors of modern life. If it is carefully integrated in physical science education, it assists the both teachers and students to easily access information and subsequently improve students' learning outcomes. So these are my references. So today we are going to have see that ICT through physical science. So physical science, the major one, through learning, we give learning through the ICT. It will equip and enhance the learners, and it will ensure that the interest of the students also. So it is a major quality of an interesting one to educate the learners interestingly. Thank you.